Hey guys, today I'm gonna do a first impressions on a foundation I just got, and it's the new Rimmel Stay Matte Liquid Mousse Foundation, and mine is in 203 True Beige, and I haven't swatched it or put it on yet, so I don't know if this is even my color, but I guess we'll both find out together. But yeah, it says here it's a lightweight shine control foundation, which my skin is usually normal to oily, but since I don't know, it's changed up, so now it's normal to dry. I'm dry around my forehead right here and around my nose area, like my nose and around it. So I don't know how this is gonna work with it, if it's gonna get cakey there, I don't know. So I guess you guys will see how it works with dry skin and normal skin. In the back, I'm gonna read what it claims to do since it's in the back here. So it says it's a feather light liquid mousse which blends flawlessly for natural looking all day oil control. Silky smooth formula leaves a perfectly matte baby skin finish. Lightweight texture, won't feel heavy or greasy. So it's saying that it will be lightweight and not feel heavy or greasy, so we'll put that to the test, I guess. And it's in a squeezy tube type of packaging, which is really like travel friendly, but I never go nowhere, so I don't have to worry about that. Like, you could just throw it in your bag and not worry about it breaking or spilling and anything, because it has a really secure top as well. So that's what the packaging looks like. It's pretty practical. It's not glass, so you don't have to worry about it breaking or anything like that, so that's good. I'm going to be applying it with both my Sigma F80 brush, which is a flat top kabuki brush, and my beauty blender. So on this side of my face I'm going to be using the brush, and on this side I'm going to be using the beauty blender, just because I want to know which applies it better and has a better finish. So I'm going to be using both of those. I'm going to be using my Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer just because I use this with all the other foundations, so I know what my foundations look like with this primer, and I know how it lasts. So I want to see how long this lasts and what it looks like compared to my other foundations. So I'm going to be using this, and I'm going to get on started. I already moisturized and cleaned my face, and I use this Eucerin Skin Calming Moisturizer. It's like a skin cream for really dry skin. So I used that as my moisturizer, and now I'm putting on my primer. So now I'm gonna go ahead and get my hair out of my face. I'm gonna be using these clips. I'm gonna bring you guys closer so you guys can see how it leaves my skin and how it applies. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna do one side of my face first, just so you guys see what the coverage looks like and how it looks compared to bare natural skin. So I'm gonna put some onto my fingers, and right now it feels kind of thick, but like it does have a moussey consistency, but it does feel thick when you put it on. So I'm just gonna dot some on. Whoa, I'm gonna put too much, but we'll blend it out. I'm gonna be using my brush. Okay, so it blends out pretty easily, and feels a little sticky right now. Okay, so it does blend out really well and does make your skin look really good. So, but it is a little, I think it's a little too light for me, but I'm gonna just go ahead and blend that out. I'll be on my suit and ties, 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 shit, ties, shit, ties, I'll be on my suit and ties, shit, ties, shit. Can I show you a few things, a few things, a few things? Okay, So it's blended out now and it actually looks really nice. Let's see. It still feels sticky, like it hasn't set yet. So it does take some time to set. Other than that, it looks really smooth on your skin. It doesn't look cakey. Well, at least not yet. It doesn't look cakey yet. But it blends in really easily. There's no scent to it, so that's good too. So far I really like this foundation. It looks really smooth on the skin. And I'm gonna go ahead and use my beauty blender now to see how it applies the foundation. So, I'm gonna show you guys the coverage. I'm bringing you guys closer so you see what it looks like. Okay, so I put you guys really close just so you can see what the foundation looks like on my skin. I don't think it looks cakey. It looks really smooth and it covers pretty well too. Let's see. So this is what it looks like. The brush, this is what the application looks like. So it covers up pretty well. This pimple was really red and now it's not so red. And this is what my other side of the face that has no foundation looks like. So you can see what it looks like before, and I'm going to show you what it looks like when I put the foundation on. So I'm going to go ahead and blend that out. And I don't know about this lighting. I don't know if it's too yellow, or you guys let me know if you think it's too yellow or something and I could try to fix it. And about the background, is it too distracting or do you guys like it? Let me know so I know to fix it if it is. I'm going to put a little bit more on. Some spots. So far, okay, so far with the beauty blender it looks a lot more natural and it looks more like your skin, because over here you can tell you're wearing foundation. It doesn't look bad, but you can tell you're wearing foundation. And with the beauty blender it blends in a lot more natural looking and it looks more like your skin. It doesn't look like your skin because you could still tell you're wearing foundation, but it looks a lot more natural. So for lighter coverage and for more natural looking coverage, I would go with the beauty blender. But if you want full coverage, I would go with the brush because it does give you fuller coverage, the brush, and your skin looks smoother. But the beauty blender gives you a more natural finish. So it really depends on what you like and what you're going for. So on a day-to-day basis, I would probably use the beauty blender. Because just so it looks natural. But it does look good on this side too for a more fuller coverage. So I'm going to bring you guys closer so you guys can see what it looks like. So you can see that I covered up all my spots that I had on my cheeks, like acne marks and stuff like that. But I think you can see that it looks more natural here than it does on this side. It does look a little more fuller coverage and a little more like you have foundation on. So far I really like this foundation. It does leave you matte. It is a matte foundation, so it does leave you matte. And it's not like too matte where you look cakey or it just looks flat and unnatural. It is more like a satin finish. So you do have some kind of dimension to your face. It's not just completely flat. So I do like that. I think I like that a little bit more than it being completely matte. So now you guys can see how it looks now. It is full coverage again, and it still feels a little sticky, not too bad, but you can tell that it still needs some time to set. So it kind of takes a long time to set because I did this side of my face before. I don't know, it's sticky but not too bad. Like, you could tell it's setting, but it's not completely set yet. So far I really like it. I'm gonna check in and during the day to see what goes on with it. So right now it's 2:32. I don't know if you can see it, but it's 2:32, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my foundation, the rest of my face, and I'll come back and tell you what I think, like how the rest of my makeup goes on, because the rest of my makeup does go on differently with different foundations. It goes on smoother, cakier, I don't know, but I'll let you guys know. And I'm gonna set it with the Stay Matte, Rimmel Stay Matte powder, just because I'm gonna set my face, and I think this one would go well just because it's in the same kind of line, like the Stay Matte line. I'm just gonna set it lightly, so I'm using a dual fiber brush, a stippling brush, and I'm just gonna set it around my cheeks because I do get kind of oily there. Not oily, but shinier. So I'm just gonna set it lightly. And yeah, so far I do like it. It does leave your skin smooth and matte, and it's only, I picked it up for $5.49, and at Rite Aid, I got it at Walgreens, and at Rite Aid it was $4.99. So if you want, so it is cheaper at Rite Aid, unless you have like a coupon or something. But yeah, I would suggest getting it where it's cheaper, I guess. And yeah, so far it looks good. So I'm gonna come back right now to update you guys. Okay, so I went ahead and did the rest of my makeup, and my thoughts on it are that I really like it. It looks super smooth on the skin, and the rest of the makeup also went on smooth, so that's good. And it's only $5. Like, you can't ask for better than this. So it's really good right now. I really like it. So I'm gonna come and update you guys on how well it holds up, and if it is shine control. See if I get shiny or anything like that. And I did set it with the Stay Matte powder, but right now it looks really smooth. I'm gonna bring you guys in so you guys can see how smooth it looks. So as you can see, it looks really smooth on the skin, and it doesn't look cakey at all. But yeah, you can see, like, it took away the redness. I didn't use concealer or anything on that pimple I have there, but you can still see the bump, but there's no redness. So it covered up really well, like my acne scars and stuff like that. Covered up really well, and it looks really smooth. It doesn't look cakey, so that's a big plus. And yeah, so right now it is 3:16, and I'll update you guys in a couple of hours. So I'll see you guys in a couple of hours, and I'm gonna take a picture in natural light and in like indoors, so you guys can see how well it photographs and how well it looks in pictures and stuff like that. So I'll put those in right now. Hey guys, so this is a 3-hour update. It is now 6:14. I put this on around like 3:16, and so an update on the foundation is it still looks really good. It doesn't look oily anywhere. So there's no oil like seeping through, and I haven't blotted or powdered since when I first put it on 3 hours ago. So it's holding up really well. It doesn't look as matte as it was when I put it on, but it has more of a dewier it has more of a dewier finish now. It's not as matte as it was, but it's still not oily or anything like that. So this is what it looks like now at 6:15, 3 hours later. Still looks really good and smooth. It hasn't caked up or anything like that, even around my nose, which is usually my dry spots. So yeah, I still really like it. It's still holding up pretty well. So I'm gonna bring you guys in closer so you could see what it looks like on my skin. So this is what the foundation looks like now. Like I said, it's not oily still. It is not as matte as it was when I first put it on, but it's still not oily. So this is what it looks like. It has more of a satin, it has more of a dewier satin finish now. I'm gonna do one more checkup at the end of the day. Hey guys, so I am back for my final update, and it is now 8:25. It's been around 5 hours that I've put on the foundation, and it's still going on, still pretty strong. I haven't powdered at all or blotted at all my skin, so it's not too shiny or too oily, but you can see that it's starting to get oily. You can kind of see the oil starting to want to peek through and become oily. So that's one thing that I've noticed, and it hasn't oxidized or gotten cakey, so that's a good thing. And it still looks really smooth and just really nice. So I overall really like this foundation, and I think the color is pretty good. I think this is my color, so I like the color. And they have 8 colors. They have really light, but they don't really have darker colors, so they don't have any colors for darker skin tones yet. I don't know if they're gonna come out with more. Even though I have only been wearing it for like about 5 hours, it's held up really well, and if it still looks really nice. So I'm gonna give it from 1 to 10. I'm gonna give it about a 9 or 8.5 to 9. So I mean, I don't think it will last much longer. It will probably last another hour, 2 hours, it looking really good, and then it will probably start breaking down and looking like it's breaking apart, just because I can tell that if I wear it for much longer, it's not gonna hold up. So I would definitely recommend this foundation for people, and it's only $5, so that's really good too. And I'm gonna give it a 9, just a solid 9, because it is pretty cheap. It's $5. You get a lot. It's 1 fluid ounce, which is a typical size for a foundation. And the packaging is okay. It's not great and it's not horrible, so it's an okay packaging, and the product is really great as well. So it's a 9 for me. So as you guys can see, it's not oily, but it is starting to look a little shiny places. Remember that I haven't blotted at all or powdered or touched up any part of my makeup, so keep that in mind when you're looking at it. It is shiny, but again, I have not touched up whatsoever. So I think that's really good. So I think everyone should at least try it out. I'm definitely gonna keep this and try it out some more and wear it some more. So I hope you guys liked this video, and I hope this helped you out. And if you guys want me to review any other product or do a first impressions on any other product, then comment down below. And if you like first impressions, then like this video so I know for future videos to do maybe more first impressions. So like this video if you like first impressions, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video.